congratulations in the chat.
Okay, wonderful. Well, welcome everyone. We are so excited about this workshop. It is a one-year progress workshop. And what's really unusual about this is that we actually are continuing work with Petersburg and Hopewell for another period of time, and that's exciting. So we're excited about hearing about the progress that has been made already in these two cities, in their communities. And so the goal of this time together today is really for us to take a look back at the past 12 months and what has been achieved, and to share successes, and to think a little bit about what are some of the lessons learned in the last year, and what have been some of the challenges that have been experienced. There's definitely a lot of challenges in implementing the resilience priorities that each community set. And we also want to be thinking about what are some of the opportunities for collaboration moving forward as at both the city and the regional level. So we'll be thinking about that during this workshop as well. And I really want to thank the funders of the RAFT project, which include the Department of Environmental Quality Coastal Zone Management Program and the Virginia Environmental Endowment, both of which have been longtime funders of our project, which has been going on since 2015, and we are getting close to a 10-year anniversary here. And I want to point out that VEE, the Virginia Environmental Endowment, is providing additional support for the continued implementation until October. And that's what's going to allow us to continue working with both of these communities. And so I'm going to have our team first introduce themselves. I'll call on them, and then we'll ask people with us on the workshop to unmute and introduce yourselves as well. And I'll call on you. So first, Sierra, I know everybody knows you from your emails. Can you say hi and introduce yourself?
Welcome, everyone. Nice to be here. My name's Sierra Gladfelter. I know many of you. I'm a senior associate and RAFT project manager at the Institute for Engagement and Negotiation at the University of Virginia.
Great. Thank you, Sierra. Sanika Mate.
Hey, I'm Sanika. I'm a first-year graduate in the Masters of Urban Design program, and I'm an SRA with Monica and Maddie and Sierra.
Thank you. And then Monica Nikta.
Hi, everyone. My name is Monica, and like Sonika said, I'm one of the student research assistants supporting the RAFT at UVA, and I'm a landscape architecture student.
Great, thank you. And then we're going to go to the ODU team, the Old Dominion University, Nicole Hutton.
Hi, Nicole. I'm the Assistant Director of Engagement with the Institute for Coastal Adaptation and Resilience at Old Dominion University.
Great, thank you, Nicole. And then Jessie Palma.
Hi, I'm Jessie Palma. I'm a recent grad from Old Dominion University and an intern with the Institute for Coastal Adaptation and Resilience.
Wonderful, great, thank you. And then we're going to go to Virginia Tech, and we're going to go to Jessica Rich.
Hi, Jessica Rich. I'm a research faculty at Virginia Tech and really happy to join you today.
Wonderful. And then Vince Hodges, actually still with ODU. Sorry, back to ODU, back across the state.
I went to the other university for a minute. No, Vince Hodges, Program and Finance Manager for the Institute of Coastal Adaptation and Resilience. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Vince. Okay, all right, wonderful. Thank you. And so with that, I'm going to hand it over to Sierra to review the agenda. And thank you all for being here. If you haven't been able to introduce yourself, please introduce yourself in the chat. Thank you.
Thanks, Tanya. Welcome, folks. I'll do a brief agenda review, and there's a link in the chat where you can hop into a participant agenda as well. I'm going to just speak very briefly about our RAFT timeline and how we got to this point, and then we will hand it off to our localities and speakers from the city of Petersburg and city of Hopewell to kind of reflect on both cities' processes and the impact of RAFT, some of the challenges faced along the way and next steps. Then we'll have a panel of different faculty members, some in person, some were unable to be here and made video recordings around some of the products and research that they've been doing alongside the cities through the RAFT process. We'll then have a session on opportunities for continued resilience work with the Crater Planning District Commission, Friends of the Lower Appomattox River, and Petersburg Healthy Options Partnership, talking about continued resilience work and potential alignment with RAFT. And then our last session will be a RAFT facilitated discussion to get your feedback on the RAFT process in both cities, how it can be improved, additional resources needed moving forward. And I'll just say that time for a journey should be 3:30, so you'll be with us a little bit longer. But thanks so much. If you can go to the next slide, please. For anyone who's not familiar with the RAFT, I think most of you are. I did want to just summarize briefly what the RAFT process looks like and how we got to this point. The three-step process begins with a qualitative and quantitative assessment, resilience scorecard, and interviews and focus groups, which we completed last fall, over a year ago, with community leaders, city representatives, and regional partners. Then there's a regional resilience action workshop, which was hosted last February, where resilience priorities are ranked and become the resilience action checklist, which guide implementation through locality implementation teams. We've been working with you all, with both cities, for a year, providing facilitation, technical assistance, and then here we are today, a year later, reviewing progress over the last year. And as Tanya mentioned, excited to be continuing to work with both localities in the next 6 months ahead. Next slide, please. The timeline on the right just refers to when we conducted each part of the assessment last summer, fall, our workshop in February, and implementation over the last 12 months. And as Tanya shared, we'll be taking time to reflect on progress, lessons learned, challenges, and review next steps for the additional 6 months of implementation support.